Okay, so I did absolutely no announcement for this stream, which is fine. I was just reminded that the Arena Decathlon Finals is happening, and I happen to have one finals qualification that I earned from doing the various pre-events before this thing kicked off. The Arena Decathlon Finals has a traditional Arena Cube draft with a very nice card pool to pull from. Some incredibly powerful cards that you can potentially have in your deck, which means some pretty bonkers games that I've been able to see so far, and I certainly want to play mine before the signups run out. But first, I'm going to start with one traditional Arena Cube draft, which I haven't actually started yet. I just paid the entry fee. I'm going to start with this, get a little practice in, remind myself what cards are potentially going to whoop my butt, and yeah, then we'll hop into the Decathlon. So hopefully we get a table pretty quickly and we can go from there. And while we wait, I'm going to check and make sure that everything seems to be appearing properly on my stream, which I think it is, but if it's not, I would certainly want to know that. Oh, yeah, no, there's the mobile live dashboard, so everything seems to be firing okay. Hope everyone had an okay week, or a very good week even. Mine was exciting and nice. I got to take a little break from work on Friday. Kind of almost made it a long weekend, so that's nice. But aside from that, realizing I don't actually see anyone in the chat, so I may just be streaming to myself right now. But hey, that's all right. We'll get folks when we get folks. Ooh, official count at 91 followers right now. 9 away from 100. Would love to be able to reach that. Boy, this draft table is not coming together. Let's cancel and try again. So I usually get placed a lot faster than this. Thank you, Rissalyn, for popping in with Shu while you're watching your drama TV. Shu has taken to hanging out on the heated blanket that we got for Christmas while watching trash TV with Rissalyn, so good stuff. If this doesn't place me soon, I'd be half tempted to just jump straight into the Decathlon Finals where I'm sure there are people. But I also wonder if there's anything going on with the MTG servers right now. So let's do a little poking around and find out. Because we've absolutely had an instance before where we tried to... Oh, it's 11:11. Excellent, making a wish. Okay, got it. We've absolutely been in an event before where we got through the whole draft or the whole sealed process, made our deck, and then came up against opponents and the game froze, or it resulted in a draw because the game timed out, or whatever was going on with the darn thing. Come on. Two minutes is a lot to wait for a draft, typically. When I first purchased this, I got in almost immediately, but we just, not everybody hit the ready button, which was good, because I realized I wanted to stream this anyways if I could. But now, nobody seems to be here. So, tell you what, let's try this. I'm gonna... Yeah, we're gonna shift to the intermission scene, try and close things out and come back. Okay. Booting things back up. Turning the audio back on. Now find me some draft partners here. Yeah, there we go. One more. Where are my opponents? I must defeat them. All right, let's hit that ready button. Come on. Una más. There it is. Okay. Wow. Look at some of those cards. Sublime Epiphany is nice. Hornet Queen is nice. Flying in Death Touch. I mean, that's just a nice big green thing. Massacre Worm. As a black player, I want to play Massacre Worm so bad. I don't think Icing Death is... He's fine. A 4/3 with Vigilance. Fine. Demonic Tutor. Awesome. Massacre Worm being 3 black pips is worrisome. Oh, there's also an Unburial Rites. If that wheels around to us with either Icing Death or Massacre Worm, that'd be nice. We also have to remember about various removal. So Poison the Cup's good. Man, really trying to lock us into a color here, but we just have to grab the best one that we can. And a 4/3 Flying Vigilance that gives us an equipment might be better than Big Black Finisher Massacre Worm. That being said, gotta play true to myself. And myself says we should be playing... I mean, Black Mana is just my favorite to go with, so we're leaning towards that. We're going to take Massacre Worm. All right. Lock it in. Oh, okay. Approach of the Second Sun. I mean, there are so many ways to have this go well for you. Cruel Reality. Beginning of enchanted players upkeep. That player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker if they can't lose 5 life. Demonic Pact. I don't know if there's a way to give my opponent Demonic Pact, but I love Demonic Pact for that reason. And because I don't know it, I don't think I can just lock in Demonic Pact. A Garruk Planeswalker seems safe, but Approach of the Second Sun is also just, if I can find a way to play this, is an excellent finisher. Can't forget about Gonti. Gonti's alright. Ornithopter is nice. Elspeth's Nightmare might come back around. Okay, gonna take the Approach. Memory Lapse. I just watched Kenji play and have a Memory Lapse ruin his Alrund's Epiphany plus Mizzix's Mastery because it returns it to the hand. I don't know if I'm convinced that Mizzix's Mastery is as good as that from Graveyard without playing mana cost. Ooh, that might be a nice way to get back Approach if it doesn't work. Smoldering Egg, though, if we do go spells, has proven to be a very good card. There are also 3 white-blue lands, so we might... There's a pretty good chance we're going to end up with one of those. There's also blue-black, black-blue. But that Scholar can really turn a game around. You know, you only need so many finishers. You do need your support pieces. I'm going to grab the Scholar and see how this goes. Ooh, Shieldred and Vorinclex and a Rekindling Phoenix. Oh, my goodness. This is the problem with decks like these. Like, look at this. I have 5 mythics to choose from. And I'm not even looking at these rares right now. Maybe I just grab a little of everything and see, oh, what color am I actually playing? As a 6/6 Trample Haste, Vorinclex is still pretty good. I mean, goodness knows I like Shieldred. Ooh, added bonus is Swamp Walk. I'm really tempted to... Yeah, let's just slam that. Midnight Rider, Thassa. Oh my goodness, Thassa plus Massacre Worm plus Scholar. Yes, please. Ebon Death is good, but maybe not good enough for this deck. Eventually, I'm going to have to start grabbing some smaller pieces to fill out the curve of this deck, because I am pulling very heavy things. But Thassa plus Scholar feels pretty good. When he dies, gain 4 life. Look at the top 5 cards of library. And Blex is the first side, so I could get it back after casting Search for Blex. Priest of the Fell Rites gets me back that creature as well. Spring might be really good here too, just for big mana support. I agree with the auto pick though on Halana and Elena. That's a really nice card. Okay, now we have some fun things we can choose from. Seagate Stormcaller, copying instants and sorceries, not bad. Big menace creature with God Eternal Bantu. Drawing cards. I think this is probably our pick, because Redain has the alternate side, which really hoses most of the mono red decks, and this is best of 3 matches. Beanstalk Giant is nice for ramp purposes. I think, like, even the Snowlands part isn't going to matter, but the big spells part might. Sawdust Demolisher, destroy target non-creature permanent. It gets a 3/3. That's fine. Arcus Acolyte. Oh, fun. Outlast Enabler. Think we're going Stowaway. Early turn. Get in there, draw cards. Ooh, the Hornet Queen Wield. Fun. But so did that Unburial Rites. And with the mill decks that we go against, having Unburial Rites and Flashback is, I think, way too good to pass up. So we're grabbing that. Okay, nobody wants to play with this Demonic Pact. I would love to play with this Demonic Pact, but again, I don't know if I have the ability to gift that to somebody else. Terramander is a sweet little 1-drop, but if we do actually end up going blue, I think this Supreme Will is probably the best grab at this point. Gonti's still nice, but it's looking more like we're going for a control deck. Sure enough, the blue-white lands came back to us. Probably Deserted Beach over Irrigated Farmland, although I have seen some of these games go long and you want that cycling. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I like the chance of the mana being up immediately, though. Let's see, what's Dromoka's command? Prevent all damage. Target instant or sorcery spell would deal this turn. Target player sacrifices an enchantment. Yeah, I like Heroic Intervention a lot. I don't know if we're playing it. Rootbound Crag. Helana and Elena are probably not going to be our picks. We're probably going to grab the Shipwreck Marsh instead. Lex, you're fine. You're not actually good enough. Ariara, you're going there. Seagate Stormcaller, you're going there. Okay. Okay. What do we want out of this pack? Enters the battlefield with X11 counters on it. Put a 1/1 counter on Mikaeus. Remove X11 counters. Mikaeus is good. He's not anything that we've been drafting towards, except with Helana and Elena. Poppet Stitcher is great. Mana Tithe would be hilarious if we weren't already in blue and people are going to be expecting it. Woe Strider against the mill decks is also fun. Shu is listening to my voice and purring. Excellent. Feed the Swarm may be nice, but I think that'll wheel. Let's play around with Poppet Stitcher, probably. I haven't done a lot with Poppet Stitcher. Yeah. What else are we hoping? We're hoping the Feed the Swarm comes back. Trumpeting Herd is fun. Alright, Fateful Absence. Just nice, solid removal. Teferi's Tutelage. Very tempting. I don't think we're going the mill deck strategy or the self-mill. That's only target opponent. I think Fateful Absence makes the most sense here. Oh, wait a minute. What's Fine and Finality? I like that this hits when this doesn't. And it hits Planeswalkers. So we're going to grab the Fateful Absence. Ooh, okay. Gosh darn, this is why this is such a hard format. I mean, that's just big. Spells can't be countered. Gives everything flashback. Okay. This card is doing work in Standard right now. Lear is also really nice, but we don't have enough instants and sorceries right now to really make it worthwhile. Well, actually, flashback with Approach of the Second Sun. We're grabbing it for the giggles for right now. I think there are some really good cards we're going to not see come back, but we're grabbing that. Take an extra turn for 5 mana? Yeah. Brutal Cathar is nice to slam down early, though, in this white control. Ambitious Farmhand is nice for getting mana fixing, but I think that'll wheel. Shelter. Shelter's nice little protection. That card's underrated in Arena, or I just haven't seen it. Yawgmoth is a great finisher. But gonna go with the Cathar. Rune Crab, excellent. Null Priest of Oblivion is just another nice way to get a creature back. Ulvenwald Hydra. Number of lands you control. I don't think we're going to get a shot at Field of the Dead. Control 7 or more lands with different... It's nice, but it's not our main focus. They want us to take it. I think I'm taking the Null Priest instead, though. Okay, Dryad gets me color fixing all around, which is nice. Lithoform Engine, Karn. Hard Evidence. What a great, just a great card name. Is it the Infernal Grasp? Maybe it's the... I'm being silly and taking the Dryad just in case. I don't think that was the right move at all, but... Gary! Oh, with our ability to bring things back, yes, we're taking Gary. 2 creature cards with mana value 1 or less, reveal them, put it in your hand, then shuffle. I don't have any creatures with 1 or less. Thassa's Oracle. Search for Azcanta as a control deck is really sweet. Okay, yes. We are going to grab this just in case. Sure enough, the Feed the Swarm came back, so we're going to grab that. Choose land or non-land, put the rest of the bottles. Okay. I should have taken the Field of the Dead now that I think I might be going 5 color. Fine, Finality. Grab it. Soul Herder. I have some pretty strong ETBs, so let's grab that. Shelter, Godless Shrine, or Yawgmoth. Oh, sacrifice another creature. Okay, I'm not ready to do that yet. So grabbing the Godless Shrine, grabbing Ruin Crab? Grabbing Pathway. Sure. Oh, okay. Some interesting cards. Teferi's Protection. Elspeth Conquers Death, though, is so good. And this may be one of the key ways that we're getting things back. Teferi's Protection is great. It'll never come back to me. But Elspeth Conquers Death is just too good. Okay, I think we're leading into an Esper control deck here. Am I right, Esper? It's been so long. Okay. It's not Tezzeret. It's not Gargaloth. I think it's the Vanquish the Horde. Brazen Borrower. Elspeth gets back Planeswalkers too, right? Yes. Okay, Settle the Wreckage is almost certainly our pick here. Delver's great, but Even just the knowledge that I have 2 white and 2 other mana up can sometimes make people not swing. I've watched a handful of games and I've played a handful of games where people have what would be a winning board state, but they can sniff out the Settle the Wreckage and try and just send in a unit or 2 at a time. Okay, let's start cleaning this up while we're waiting. No. That's the new arena version of Lubinarch Aspirant. It's not as good. It's just not. We need some more early plays, and the ability to make things exile and come back is pretty good for Charming Prince. Target activated or triggered ability you don't control. Bastion of Remembrance, Skyclave Cleric. Probably Ulamog. There are some really gnarly things we want to see dip into our, or end up in our graveyard. And Stitcher's Supplier gets us there. My goodness. Absolutely. Stitcher's Supplier is a great way to do what we're trying to do. Mill 3 cards, then you may exile a creature or enchantment card. If you do, create a 2/2 zombie. So many cards that I want to bring back. Yes. Teferi's Protection Wield? Are you kidding me? You are kidding me, right? Like, early play and Brainstorm, absolutely. Lay Claim, nice cycle ability. At this point, I'm not sure the things that we take matter, so I'll grab the Lay Claim. I mean, we are going to try. Our ideal play is to put one of these big creatures in our graveyard along with Burial Rites so that we can get Ulamog onto the battlefield on turn 4. Yeah. That feels okay. And even if we go Charming Prince into Stitcher's Supplier into Charming Prince, that feels pretty good. Now, could I have gone 5 color? Probably. Does it just feel cleaner to go this way, though? Absolutely. Okay. So we're at 44 cards. Let's do a quick review and see if there's anything else that... I do like Cloud Blazer, but I just don't know if it's as good with everything else that we have here. I took 1 counter in this entire thing. So we like Scholar to get approach back. This is such a strange deck. But I don't think Puppet Stitcher actually fits into that strategy. We like Lear to give any spell flashback, really. But especially if Approach of the Second Sun gets countered and put into the graveyard, that's a nice way to do it. To get the first counter, right? Because if we... If the spell was cast from your hand, and you cast another spell... Oh! Yes, and you cast another... Okay. Okay. Important to read the text. Approach of the Second Sun does not want me to cast this with Lear. If I cast it from my hand, and this is the second time I cast it, I win the game. If otherwise, I put Approach of the Second Sun into my library. So I'd be doing the whole cycle again. I wouldn't actually get the win on Approach. So, do we stop trying to split two different strategies and just focus on this fun Reanimator ETB ridiculousness? I think so. This is not ideal right now. I should be taking more time with this, but I'm impatient and I want to play this so that I can get to the other to the actual marathon or decathlon event. Now, I took out Lier, but I probably should have left him in because there are just some nice board wipes that we have that we wanted to keep. That being said, okay. Fun as this is, can't keep this hand. Can keep this bottom Massacre. We're going to try and get the Suspicious Stowaway out first. We'll put that down tapped. Okay. So they've got red mana. Suspicious Stowaway is probably going to die to a Lightning Helix or a bolt of some sort. Lightning Helix, sure enough. Farmhand, nothing I'm worried about. Nice for them to get the planes, but not going to be doing enough damage to us quick enough for me to say, let's Fateful Absence this. Ooh, okay. Supreme Will might be nice here. We might hold this up for a really big spell and just look to use the Fateful Absence on anything that gets dropped down. Yeah. Yeah. I would love to be able to put something in my graveyard right now. This, unfortunately, doesn't do that. Are they going to use the clue? They are. Are they really already running out of resources, I wonder? I probably should have used the Supreme Will. No, I don't want to do that. Let's see if they actually get a card. They do. I bet this one white mana they're leaving up is for a Mana Tithe. Ooh, never mind. They're thinking about it. I don't have any other counter spells. So I'm very tempted to Supreme Will and Search right here. But again, we're We're sitting on an Unburial Rites and a Shieldred. I'm going to let them just keep doing their thing. Okay. So I think maybe they sniffed out the Supreme Will, or they just have something else they want to cast. I just want another black mana source. But again, they're not playing fast enough for me to be concerned about this. Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice if they had a swamp, though? Okay. That thing I don't want to have come into the battlefield because they're just going to pump it. But we've got the Teferi's protection for when we need it. And I think I need to Supreme Will here and go look for one of my 2 board wipes. Yeah. Let's move the top 4. 1 into my hand. Shipwreck Marsh. Rest of my library, Thassa. Elspeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with Elspeth. Gonna grab the Shipwreck Marsh. And then do I have Teferi's protection here? Or wait until next turn? So that's 3. I'm gonna have 4 mana left up. Okay, let's Teferi's protection here. If they have a Mana Tithe, they might... Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we got the Mana Tithe out. I'm still... At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, sacrifice a creature. Okay. So, I'm not dead if Shieldred lives. They'll have to sack. Which they'll probably sack the farmhand. Mm-hmm. Ah, lightning strike. Yeah, that was bound to happen too. Okay, but it's only the first game, and now that I know a lot of what they're doing, I'm having to stick with the same thing, except Lyra, you can probably come in place of like, I love Gary, but I'm not sure he's actually good enough compared to Lear. Take a look at lands, suggest lands, change it slightly, call it done. Game 2. Okay, let's see if we can get a Stitcher Supplier opening hand. That would be sweet. And also, O10, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for swinging in for a little bit. Appreciate that. Play first. Got all 3 types of land. Okay. We'll go Deserted Beach turn 1. Let it come in tapped. And we have some nice ETB effects, so I'm half tempted to leave the Charm Prince up. No guarantee we're going to get the Null Priest's second black mana anytime soon, so... Yeah, this does feel alright. Cute. Okay. I actually don't care if the Null Priest goes to the graveyard here, so... What's it going to be? I will absolutely take out the All-Seed. Let's see if we can hit... Okay. Brutal Cathar I might want back. Null Priest, you can go. I don't think I have a way to get Elspeth Conquers Death back to my hand that I can think of. But just in case, Stitcher Supplier, you're the thing that gets binned here. Let's go ahead and scry. Yeah. I've got enough mana, thank you. Let's at least put the Hengegate pathway there. Half tempted to put Valkmira on the field because they have a lot of direct damage. And they're also going to just keep making these little flyers. Yeah. Yeah, as nice as it would be to have a flying blocker, I think we're going Valkmira next turn. Unless we pull something very nice. Banefire for 0. Sell the Wreckage, nice. Which we won't even really have to do if we put Valkmira down. This feels, yeah, this feels more comfortable. That's fine. They can put the counters there, but I've got the 2 white mana. I've got all the black mana I need. Still put down the other swamp. Just hold up. keep seeking 1 mana cards. And they're mana shy. Hold. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more mana, or toss it in the bin and get it back. I mean, a fair cast Ulamog would still feel pretty good. Especially when it's exiling the top 20 cards of your library and you only have 23 when it attacks. Ooh. That's fine. Are you going to get rid of Valkmira? That makes sense. Still a little afraid, though, aren't you? Ooh, this is going to be nice. This is going to be real nice. And no mana tithe to save them, because I still had a mana up. I think we've got this one pretty securely in the bag. Yep. No, that was definitely a hot draw to pick up the Massacre Worm with mana up. This is an interesting card. Forsaken Crossroads. Enters the battlefield tapped. As it enters, choose a color. When it enters the battlefield, scry 1. If you weren't the starting player, you may untap it. So you get to scry 1 no matter what. That's pretty nice. Okay. Intrepid Adversary Pump. Yep. I mean, we won't have mana up for Soul Herder, but I don't mind that because we're going to go Soul Herder, yep, exile Massacre Worm, make it come back to the battlefield, blow up their board. Ooh, ooh, that feels good. Now, while they figure out what changes they want to do to their deck, yeah, Crossroads is a 5-color pathway that can scry. Yeah, that tracks. Except you can't get the second landfall. Well, no, sorry, it's a pathway. You're right. Not a. I was thinking Fabled Passage. And the ability to get double landfall there. But no, Crossroads is pretty nice. All my colors, Ulamog, Supreme Will. I mean, I want to keep this. Hold up the Fateful Absence. Nicaeus isn't that scary, but to spread those 1/1 counters out kind of is. Just gonna let him hit us again. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, 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 no. Now, if we just keep drawing lands, though, we're dead in 3 turns, less if they cast more creatures. 3, 6, 9. Sorry. Now it's 3 turns. Or less, because this gives haste. Ugh. Okay. No, we're just dead. That's unfortunate. Alright. Well, we know a little bit about what this deck wants to do. Let's play again. Yeah, just as for control things. Maybe you have too much mana. Yeah. Yep. Stitcher Supplier turn 1. Absolutely. Oh, hits all lands. Boo. Hold up, Null Priest? We're going to get to 4 mana. Yeah, why not? They want to control, we want to control. I bet this gets countered. Mm-hmm. I like casting the Stowaway here. Just seeing. Just feeling it out. Yep. They don't have double white, so if they're from a different draft and got their own... There we go. Hold up the mana. Draw later. I don't have a lot of 2-drop things, so I'm not thinking I'm going to pull anything with this anyways. Of course. Two cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. Chance of getting milled here, high. Chance of it being an Ashiok mill, dangerous. But Teferi's protection. Ordering will be done next step. Put Ulamog back a little bit. Let's try and bait out a counter with the initial Imperial Rights on Redain. Interesting. No shark for you. Excellent. Okay. And if that didn't work, I was just going to say, hey, Null Priest, go get Redain for me. But it's fine by me. Now we have Ulamog back in hand. That is 100% okay with me because I want the manas. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 at this point. Yeah, let's make them focus on the board state at hand. Nice. Because a menace creature and unblockable creature for a control deck feel a little funky for them to deal with, especially since they just use their Settle the Wreckage. Okay. Okay. That will be slightly problematic. It feels bad to deal with this. But maybe if we just keep poking away. Let's just keep making them deal with these big bads that we have. They might even still counter them even though they've got Overwhelming Splendor on the field. Nope, they're just going to let it fly. Don't love that. They've got a very full hand as a blue-white control player. There it is. But they had to use the land they had up to do it, which means now Professor Onyx is a free cast. Is there anything better I should be doing?
That's Professor Onyx to you. Well, darn.
Yep, killing the Barons. Alright, they're going to Banishing Light that. Exile target creature, of which they have none. It's okay. We are also playing with blue mana, so they're having to play a little carefully. Commit to memory. Uh-oh. All right, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana up. They could do any number of things. Yeah. I could play Ulamog, but Ulamog's just going to get countered. But then I have Unburial Rights. Oh, when it's cast, exile the 2 target permanents. Doesn't matter if you counter it. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Those are still going away. Get out of here. Oh, and then I have Unburial Rights. Sweet. I know if they have a Stifle or... Oh, okay. So they put the... They put their own spell there, which is fine.
Really want to fight me?
Rest into graveyard. I mean, I like the Massacre Worm in the graveyard because I'm Burial Rights. But I also like Massacre Worm in my hand and having them not expecting it. All right, now they've got the Overwhelming Splendor back. There we go. All right. What do you got against... What do you got now? 7 cards left. They can't even cast Memory. Oh, no. They're hand and graveyard into the library. They could cast Memory. Yeah, they just have to go digging for an answer. Sure. Return Ulamog with Geistwave. Protection from Planeswalker. I hate to tell you this. But it's not actually the planes. Now hold on. Yeah, it's each player, so I don't care. You're still gonna sacrifice Sarah's Emissary.
Sorry, you don't make grade.
Couldn't have put it better myself. You're going away, and you're going away. Yeah, I'm not sure what their thought process was there. Huh. What an interesting hand they've left me with. Okay. Let's do it again. I think Gray Merchant, you're here again. Lear, you need to go in. What a deck. What a cube. I mean, these are incredibly powerful cards. That's why this is so fun to play in the first place. Do 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 do. Well, that's kind of disappointing. Fine. Play Shipwreck Marsh first. Weird hand. I like having the Feed the Swarm, though, for some of the things that we saw come up. Of course, now there's just an actual island. I don't think they want to counter this, but I'm doing this now so that I can see what's up. 2 cards from your hand on top of your library. Well then, I guess it's the 2 things I don't want them to see. You may exile another target creature you control. I mean, this isn't good right now. But if it baits out a counter, I don't care at this point. I think they're going to read it, realize it's not that good for me right now, and leave it. I will absolutely take them using that counterspell right now. I know, I am pretty darn certain that when I do get to Professor Onyx, that's going to get countered. Ooh. Redain feels like a good play right now. And they let it stay. Does Professor Onyx hit the battlefield? Survey says... Number 1 answer still on the board.
17 or something.
One into your hand, rest into your graveyard. Really? They just want Professor Onyx gone that badly? They do. All right.
Fine. I'm taking the day off.
I didn't need to leave the Cathar up there, and I've only got one white mana source, so I'm really looking for 2 from creature. Oh, that was smart. That being said, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I care enough about this to see this thing die. Oh. Ha. This is better.
That's Professor.
uh,
Watch the light fade.
Professor Onyx is better than I thought. That's fine. That's absolutely fine for me. What else you got? Put one of them into your hand.
There has to be an answer here.
There you are, Unburial Rites. Concede? Maybe. So they still have a Geist Wave, right? Yeah. So they can return Ulamog. View my graveyard. I have one instant in sorcery that I care about right now, so I think it's the Elspeths. Because their big impact cards were all permanents that I just have to get rid of. Making me mill. Oh, yeah. Still gonna lose 2 life. I know you can investigate. Okay. We're going to decline.
Sorry, you don't make grade.
The one thing I dislike about this cube is that I would love to have it so that we know, hey, I've got this card, which means you don't have that card. dangerous game I'm playing here. What am I doing? Do they have a way to make me mill out and win? They're so close. They've also got all the timeouts in the world. Ooh, all right. Now there is a line here. And it's this right here. If they let me hit for all of this, Settled Wreckage is still an instant. Okay. This is going to be not quite enough. I think they just get me on the pass here. That's unfortunate. All right. I wish I could just wipe my board and make them die, but I can't. Okay. Yeah. No, I just lose here. That's unfortunate. I shouldn't have drawn that extra card with Onyx. That was my mistake. Actually, going 3 deep is what I did. 3 cards deep into my deck was the thing that killed me. Let's see. Can I... Hold on. Can I get... Oh. Can I get Lear back onto the battlefield? Yes. Okay. Hold on. That's fine. Don't care who it targets. Am I close? Did I get there? Did they phase out and nothing happens? I'm so lost at what I'm doing here. I just needed to cast them. If they counter this, everything still happens. This is a messy, messy hand, and I love it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And put 2 cards back into my library. Ha! Oh my goodness. Oh, I still die? Wait, I'm phased out, but I still die? Okay, so that's how that works. Oh, man, that was close. I did die to draw. Okay, but I thought I was phased out. But phasing out doesn't impact the fact that I drew my last card. Boo! Or didn't even draw my last card, drew no cards, because that doesn't happen until after the full resolution of the card. Okay. It was worth a shot. Still, that was much closer at the end than it should have been. Sure. Ditch the Charming Prince? Yeah. Hey, got the Vanquish the Horde back. Cast nothing. Give me a 2/1. That's also fine. Now we have to keep track of nighttime, daytime, and I've only got one other nighttime, daytime, nightbound, daybound creature in my deck. I don't really want to use Unburial Rites on the Stowaway. It is a cube draft. Howdy, Evan. Glad you're here. I'm tempted to use the Unburial Rites right now to try and get something rolling or to bait out the counter. But if we cast Massacre Worm next turn and it gets countered, then I might just try and get Massacre Worm again. It's not going to wipe the board like I'd love it to. Yes, how proud I am that this is an Esper deck, right? Alright, there's the counter spell. Try and Unburial Rites the Massacre Worm again. They'll counter it again because they're Azorius control. Interesting. Yeah, sorry, entered his Moon Rage. That's not what you wanted to see happen. This could get funky. If I cast Brutal Cathar here. They just don't have the mana. They're going to fall behind. they can't get their Brutal Cathar to flip, or their Moonrage Speed to flip back in time. Ooh, there, that might help. They didn't need the Heroic Intervention, but that would have at least gotten them a flip, so they must have something else in hand. I also don't know which of ours is going to trigger first, if we both have one. Yeah. Go ahead and counter that. Because I'm trying to pose a question here. I want to see what happens. So they're going to flip back. Okay, so mine targets first, then theirs. Interesting. Is that just gonna... Yeah, just fizzle. Okay. That's kind of just fine. I mean, I still have a Massacre Worm here. And then, Evan, I did actually get a an entry to the Decathlon, so that's what I'll be doing after this, if all goes well. This is just a little practice. Ooh, makes a shark and dies. Yeah, it was interesting. You had to earn 3 tokens from 3 different events to get 1 entry. So I did that with a turbo draft, a regular draft, and something else. It was fine. It was fun. Let's plop down the 3rd blue. Yep. That's pretty much what I've been doing lately, but... This feels silly, but let's do it. It'll get to flip, it'll take Lear. That's fine. Yep. No. Enjoy that. You've got 4 cards in hand. You don't know if you have the counterspell you need, so now you're digging. And there it is. And now my Vanquish the Horde has flashback, which is kind of weird. Yeah, tapping out for Emissary. Bold move. Especially if you don't know which thing I'm going to wipe you with. I could do it with a sorcery. I could do it with a creature. I could do it with a planeswalker. Oh, but wait, this planeswalker doesn't actually target the creature. That's fine. I'm still going to make you pay everything. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, right. Ha! I can't counter. Duh. That was dumb of me. Oh well. Look at this great animation repeat, though. Alright, they have Azcanta online. Ooh, nicely done. Okay, well, this just got more exciting. I was not expecting the Mythos. That was a great pull. Okay. Boo. What did you just try to do? Did you just gain life with that? Boo. Alright. Alright. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. This was just the practice round. I got one more game remaining so that I maybe earn more card rewards. Bleh. Gross. Hate that. I'm tempted by the Stitcher Supplier. I'm tempted too much, perhaps, by the Stitcher Supplier, but I'm going to keep it. Yeah. Yeah, give me that red deck. Exiled instead, so no more mill for me. Ha! Goes and gets my Teferi's protection? Gross. I don't want this to enter the battlefield again. It's got first strike, no blocks. Just decline. I need double white, apparently, so the stowaway is just going to have to wait. I would love if my Null Priest was online, but it is not. Can we trick them into blocking with Dire Fleet? None of these are a big enough threat for Brutal Cathar to hit the battlefield for me. This is exactly why we took Valkmira and Redain. I'm just going to say no. You can have all the land. Gross. We'll go ahead and bring the Cathar in just to get another creature on the board. Because that little emblem's going to start hurting. Wait. I think... Yeah, we get the emblem, so I think it's still doing the 1 damage regardless of Redain's and Valkmira's ability. Experimental Frenzy. Nice. Yeah, still doing the damage to us. But now... I think we're feeling like a Shieldred, aren't we? And now they're at the mercy of their own Experimental Frenzy. For 6? Yeah, sorry. It's reduced by 1 because of Valkmira. Should have played your land first. You needed to do it for 7. Oh, and a Gary to add insult to injury. Yep. Okay. I still think we switch out Gary every time. I can get behind this. I want a removal spell for that Magda. Scry 2 off the Charmed Prince. Haven't seen anything mana value 3 or later or greater lately. And as much as I want the Teferi's protection, I want my lands even more at this point. Experimental Frenzy on 2 mana. I don't know as I would have done that. I absolutely don't know if I would have done that. Yeah. They just gave us everything we need. Okay. If I draw blue here, I should have left it up, but that's okay. Okay, that's gonna flip. They're both gonna flip. I don't need that. You're gonna hate what I have for you next. Menace, unblockable. My Unburial Rights is exiled, so you get my Brainstorm or my Supreme Will. And they have to brainstorm correctly because of Experimental Frenzy. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, we got 2 wins off that at least. Okay, so we claim our prize of a few cards. Nothing terribly exciting. But we can do the Arena Decathlon. So I'm going to take a pause for a second here, see if I'm coming back to do this right now, or if I'm coming back to stream this later. So hang tight, one moment. Okay, so we do indeed have time before our next obligation of the day to at least get this thing started. Maybe polish the whole thing off if I play poorly. So let's find out. 1 token entry, please. Ooh. This little event is a little high stress. Now, without seeing what we've got, I still think I want to play a control deck. I think they're just so powerful in this format. I do not want to build aggro, no matter how tempting the red, no matter how tempting red or green may be. I have just not seen them perform particularly well as compared to the control decks. Then again, control is not my favorite to pilot. It's less fun for me sometimes. All right. And once again, we have an Icing Death as our pack 1, like, top of the deck even. So that's kind of weird. Bloodchief's Thirst is nice. What does Prophetic Titan do again? That's cool. I mean, Lyra is just excellent. As a finisher on her own, she might be fine as the pick. Primal Might's pretty good because it makes it fight even if you don't give it +X/+X. Embercleave, we don't know that we're going to have anything to equip it to yet. Baleful Mastery is a nice removal spell. Baleful or Lyra, I think, are the picks here. I'm going to go Lyra. Maniform Hellkite. Now, here's a reason to go aggro. If we go Spells Manner on Maniform Hellkite, that's pretty sweet. I also see that Showdown of the Scalds sitting there, which all of a sudden looks really, really good. A Braid is pretty sweet. Maniform Hellkite is a nice finisher, especially for Spellslinger decks. I think we're probably grabbing that. And if Showdown wields, we are absolutely snapping that up. Okay. Okay. Glasspool Mimic, copy a creature I control. Patient Rebuilding. They mill 3 cards, then you draw a card for each land they put in the... That's nice. What was this I was saying about not playing... exile target non-land permanent. Cast Out might be sweet. We were having some issues with some of those other permanents. Like Banefire's nice. But this still counts as a non-creature spell. Cast Out seems likely. Would love to come back to Banefire, but okay. Lava Coil looks sweet. We might also like to not get ourselves locked in exactly. Fatal Push is always nice. Baral's Expertise up to 3 target artifacts and or creatures to their owner's hand. That seems powerful. Bolas' Citadel is also incredibly powerful. So we're grabbing the Citadel just in case. Phyrexian Arena, as tempting as it is... Demon Bolt's nice for what we've got going on right here. White creatures cost 1 less to cast. When you cast a creature spell, create a white. 1/1 white warrior creature token. A white. Demon Bolt's nice. Aethersphere Harvester's nice, especially as we start to get low. Aethersphere might be nice if we end up going with the Bolas' Citadel. I don't know that that's going to come back around to us. This hits Planeswalkers, so we're grabbing the Demon Bolt. Teferi's Protection. Nice. Pillar of Flame, also good. Tendershoot Dryad. That's a card. I like the Haka pick right here. I actually really like that pick. I mean, if we didn't play blue at all, it'd be nice to have the Mana Tithe up. Hornet Queen, I can't see us slapping that down. This was an interesting card. I could see this doing some serious work if we get some low to the ground creatures. But until said time, I'm going to grab the Sacred Foundry. Okay, Icing Death came back around. Baleful Mastery came back around. Yeah, fine. We'll take the Icing Death. 2 creature cards with mana value 1 or less. I would love this if I also had Terramander, right? Like, if we go more spell slingy, Terramander is going to be a sweet pickup. But for now, you're staying there. I was saying maybe the Patient Rebuilding. I was saying the Banefire initially. Yeah. Lava Coil. Swift Response. Think we can get a Jeskai control deck going here? I like that I've got 2 4-power flyers. That feels good. Turns out flyers are pretty good. It's the Geist Wave. As much as Escape to the Wild was tempting, I haven't grabbed any green yet. One, two, three, 4 forms of creature removal, 5 forms of creature removal, and maybe. That's player direct damage. That's planeswalkers. Okay. Okay. Elish Norn. Look at all these nice red-white pickups in here. Alright, Approach of the Second Sun, as good as this is, probably not going to play it. X damage, if I choose... I mean, I gotta take Elish Norn. I said I didn't want to go aggro, but Rem is pretty good for aggro. I'm gonna go off the assumption that people aren't drafting white. I don't think they're really taking white. Phyrexian Obliterator. I want to take you so badly. Everything in my being is saying take Phyrexian Obliterator. Magma Opus is quite the finisher, too. Agadeem's Awakening would have been nice for returning creatures, but 3 black. Lightning Helix. Play with fire. Thalia is just going to mess with our own strategy here. Is it the Magma Opus? Yeah. Yeah, because I expect some of these other things to wheel. Elite Spellbinder feels really good, really strong in this instance. Bowma Courier feels good too. But for the controlling aspect, we're going Spellbinder. Yeah. I keep looking at the the Icing Death artwork here. I don't know as I've ever actually seen that. It's maybe my first time seeing it because I think that's arena only art. Emiria's Call feels pretty good as a pickup here. Animation module. 1/1 counters. No. Spell Pierce. Ooh, that would be just mean to somebody at some point. Yep. As much as I'd love to take Obosh, I don't think he's actually helpful for me in this instance. Maybe as early pressure, Luminarch is actually the right pick here. Okay, I did get the Pyromancer in there under the wire. Clarion Spirit, if we end up going with more aggro spells, that's a really nice pickup. Pact of Negation. Ooh. How are my ETBs here? Non-existent. So Soul Hoarder's not the pick. Might be the Pact of Negation. I liked Grim Lavamancer, but I also like just getting some mana fixing here. I think it's the Steam Vents. Okay, Rem came back around. Unbreakable Formation came back around. What is more important to me? It's Rem.
Really quick, can I get you anything like some water or something to drink?
Oh, water would be great, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot your cup. I loaded up the dishwasher too.
Oh, thank you. I was going to do that. You know that.
Well, you're busy.
You even said they were my responsibility just
I know.
2 minutes ago.
You're having fun.
All right.
Oh, she might want to come and say hello to you.
Okay. Boy, no one is picking up green, apparently. I don't anticipate playing Folio of Fancies. Zariel's fun. Sensor actually feels like it might be the pickup here. Mizzix's Mastery is excellent.
She was helping deliver your water.
Thank you, Shu. Hey, buddy. But I think we need the mass board sweeper and settle the wreckage. More than we need another big finisher.
That's what she said. Sorry.
Rissa Lynn, ladies and gentlemen. 2 damage to each creature. We're playing only so many creatures that would actually die to. Crush of the Weak may be a great choice here. The Conclave Tribunal is also really nice.
Also, can we watch Encanto again tonight?
Absolutely.
Yes.
What did I actually take? What did it give me? Oh, I took the Ox. I don't need the Ox.
If anyone would like to come over, we're hosting movie night tonight.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. I'll make popcorn.
Ephemerate. Godfarrow's Gift. Ooh, the Triome. I also like Melitas to just get our mana. Yeah. No question. It's Redain. This may just be like the sideboard card that really saves us. I also really like having the creature land. So I think where we're at, we're going to need one cut. And depending on the blue mana sources, it might be the Pact of Negation. I like this Ephemerate artwork a lot. It's really good. This lovely day. All right. What do we got here?
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Light of the Stage might get interesting because I don't actually have a lot of ways to get the early damage down. But when I get the late damage, Light of the Stage is going to be excellent. I think Felidar Retreat is good, but it's not what I want for this right now. Clarion Spirit. I'm not sure I like the Seasoned Pyromancer. I think it'll help me be consistent. I'm just not sure I like it. That's actually a 2-drop. That's going to get me to light up the stage faster. Slam it like it is. Don't forget about the Geist Wave. I think I just heard Marissa make a gasp noise of some sort.
They got one.
Got one what?
A cat.
My parents got a cat?
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Look.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me make sure this is gonna be in frame here. Oh, that's
He's a cuddler is the
sweetheart.
caption.
He's a cuddler. Well, that's exactly what they wanted.
And personality type, very mellow right now. The litter was born at a rescue center. Mom was not super healthy at the time. Had some issues along with respiratory issues. But he's was most attentive and most loving, and he was born August 30th.
Okay. Do they have a name for the cat?
I'm not sure yet. Probably not.
Okay. We'll keep that for us.
Yeah.
But, all right.
Nope, just happened at 12:55.
Woo! All right. Well, that's exciting for them.
I think we need to bring Shoe.
I think so too. I think we need to socialize our cat.
He can meet his uncle.
Wow, this is not the opening hand that I want.
Didn't you hear it?
Oh, I heard you.
Just ignore it.
Yep. I don't know what they're playing here, but as much as I'd like Settle Wreckage. Ooh. Sphinx of Foresight in their opening hand. Blue deck. Blue-green deck. Cool. I can already feel that we're taking this Pact of Negation out of the deck. My goodness. Okay. Let's get that Paradise Druid out of here. Let's see what they got going here. Mecha Godzilla is a card I am actively not wanting to go against. So I don't have a lot of great ways to deal with it. Now, can they cast it? Yeah. Oh man, I am actually very close to the Pact of Negation. But if they can find one more mana, they're going to cast the Mecha Godzilla, get a token with Volo. Beast Noble. Oh, fun. It comes in as the 2 different artwork. Okay, they got the blue mana they need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, alright. Swing everything. I think they smell it. They think I have a Path to Exile. Or Settle the Wreckage, sorry. Alright, well, we'll Teferi's Protection out of this. They'll Counterspell. We'll Pact to negate the Counterspell. I mean, I'm still pretty darn close to dead here. Let's at least pause this so they think I have something silly. Okay. So it turns out Baral's expertise is really good. Maybe I will hold up the Pact of Negation. Well, actually, now that they know it's there, maybe I don't care about the Pact of Negation anymore. If they do get to making token copies, Geistwave may become very useful. Let's try this. Do. And now we wait. And right as I say it. Play first. Give me a hand. That's a hand. What if I censor that? Now do I like the Seasoned Pyromancer? I don't know what I'm doing with this card. It's apparent I don't know what I'm doing with this card. I feel like I was getting competing music there for a second. That didn't sound right. The second that thing got flying, that made it a lot more difficult for me. flying and vigilance. Gross. Yeah, I'm definitely getting two different sets of music here right now. That's annoying. I'm just going to take my headphones off. I can't. That's really distracting, and I apologize for the music audio being such a problem. Let's just take the music down. Whew. You get 5 cards and 2 dinosaur hippos. 1 dinosaur hippo, legendary, thank goodness. Still. Vigilance, flying, reach, menace. Mean. What else can he gain? First strike, death touch, hexproof. If he gains hexproof, I'm in trouble. So this has just got to go if it can. Crumb. Can it gain first strike? Yes, it can. And they got their creature land on the field. Gross. So gross. Oh, it's a human, so. Ooh. It turns out there might be some pretty good players in this thing. All right. Okay. On to the next one. Let's see what changes we need to make here. Most of my plays are turn, well, not most of them, but a lot of my plays are turn 3 at this point. I think we put in the Terramander. knowing that it's going to draw some hate. No, this is... Terramander is not conducive. What am I doing? Seasoned Pyromancer, I don't care for you much. Let's go for the Inscription instead. Shift the land slightly. Now play. Hear me out. I'm going to keep this. As fun as it would have been to create the big illusion, they're playing black and red. There we go. Well, this is going to draw some fire. I don't know why I tapped the blue. I wanted to cast Haka. Wall. Okay. I understand why they did that. It just tells me that it's a very roundabout way to go about firing your deck. Hmm. I'm doing all right. This is the second game. Thank you for the posture check. First game didn't go so hot. Let's get rid of this Blood Artist while we can. Yeah, that's fine. If they can't take down Lyra, I've got some very nice life gain coming back to me. Hydrate. Oh, I'll take the little bit of water that I was able to save. And now they're out of mana, so I know I'm going to be getting some nice life gain. Oh, right, it was my turn. Ha! They took so long. No, I appreciate you checking in. Thanks for that.
Wow. 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 Wow.
That is a lot easier to hear when the music isn't going. This feels like a pretty safe move. They have no green mana to speak of. I have to be careful. That may be dangerous. That may be a Well, no, it's not the hordes. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Maybe I should have cast out the Gonti just so they can't cast whatever this is. Nice. Weaponize. That makes sense. I am so ever slightly concerned about whatever they got from Gonti. But I think there are bigger threats out there. I know I could have cast Redane as Valkmira there, especially with the Weaponize the Monstrous on the field. But I'm not convinced this is going to go off yet. I know they've got these two they can keep returning, but... You're going to sacrifice. Give yourself a sword. Yep. Return reassembling skeleton. Teferi's protection's kind of nice. They want the Scrounger, huh? I'm okay with that. That exiled one of these. Ooh, neither of those are creatures for you to exile. I shouldn't be overconfident here, though. They've got so much mana up, this Weaponize the Monstrous is actually about to get really dangerous with the reassembling skeleton. Yep. Play with Fire comes in at the last second. Nice. Okay. Wow, that sound effect was loud.
You need more water?
I could use some, yeah.
Grab some.
Thank you.
Just ring a bell.
Just ring a bell. I'm not gonna do that.
Do you want more ice?
No thanks.
I'm rewatching
This
Miss
is-
Maisel before it comes back on.
Okay.
Just a heads up. So don't be surprised if you hear me laughing to myself.
Understood. Thank you. I wish I was in this player's position right now. This Weaponize the Monsters is actually doing much more work than I thought it would. Crumb. They should just be sacking and hitting me as much as they can. I don't know why they're not doing that. Ugh, gross. Okay. trying something silly. On the off chance that I actually do get an island, keeping this. And now they have a green mana source. So I'm going to have to watch out for that. Interesting. Sure, let's do that. Just to use up the mana. That's the poison the cup. No? Ooh, don't love that. Why did I do that? It has flash. Because I don't want him to be able to sacrifice the gobos. Oh, Judith. I think I'm dead on board here. Crumb! Oh, am I really going to end up just playing this thing and getting some sleeves? Is that what's going to happen? Why is that making meows every time I... Weird. Yeah. I mean, this is the deck that I get, so let's take one more look. No. Let's do this. Come on. Give me a win. Well, not just a win. Give me the best of two, or the best of three. Give me 2 for 3. Okay. They're going to bolt my bird. Nice. Yep. Hmm. That's gonna be a problem. And if I cast any creature, I just die. I'm starting to get very quiet playing this, aren't I? Miracle pull off the top. Don't think so. That's one. I don't know what's with these weird sound effects that I'm getting. It's almost like it's meant to disorient me. Yeah. Draw out the kill spell. Give me one more mana of anything, but preferably blue. Red would be second choice. And now I have to use... Oh, to you or another permanent you control. Well, let's just light up the sky and go get our land, please. Thank you. Ooh. Okay.
When demons die, they cry out my name, Tim. Get in formation. Let your fury instill fear.
Say it with me. One more land. One more land.
Your ferocity.
Ay. I am just hurting so bad on this one. Thank you. Ugh. I mean, is there a chance this is just going to get blown up? Yeah. Do I need to do it? Also, yes.
For Avernus and for victory.
I don't think they forgot about First Strike. I don't, but I'm hopeful. This just became a tight game. I have been thinking about making a treasure token off of Magma Opus for a bit here. And it's certainly tempting if I don't get the second blue that I need. Oh, that's sorcery speed. That's why. No. That could be all right. All right. Try not to get greedy here. Hold up everything. Or and now if I need to, I can Magma Opus, get the blue that I need for Pact of Negation. Gotta be careful though, because they may have the ability to blow things up. And that would be bad. I don't know what this is. This Foretold card that they have. I'm a little unsure. That's okay. Let it hit. Okay. Oh my goodness. These games are long and stressful. Maybe last game, maybe we stay alive. Let's find out. Oh. It's Saturday. I'm supposed to be relaxing. What is this nonsense? I'm on the draw. This is risky. Keeping a 2-land hand is always risky. All right, we feel okay here. Elite Spellbinder. Show me your hand. Still get to see it. Should I have saved it for the Hellkite? Yeah, probably. Nope. They discarded the 1 land they needed. We're still going to just let that enter tapped. You just use the 1 land that you've been able to pull up for that? No. Mana Tithe? Guess what? Still got an island. Yep. Life total can't change. I feel kind of bad. I always want to have good matches, right? Like fun matches. Sure.
The wars are ended through brutal efficiency, not diplomacy. My army ever grows.
Did it for Xaxes, at least. Okay. Well, we're still alive somehow. I did all my daily tasks trying to keep myself from drafting any particular way. This makes this so much more high stress. Yeah. I could have also taken the mall. Oof. That's going to be a problem. Oh, and Athalia. Ugh. Okay. I think I'm in some serious trouble here. They've got me on the crackback. I'm going to go take a brief intermission and come right back. How much time do I have to make changes still? Settler Wreckage is really the one thing I'm going to need the most in this deck against this opponent. So, Pact and Negation switch out. Brainstorm in. Alrund in, Elish Norn in, Amiria's Call in, Slam Pact. No, I keep coming up a little short on. Hey, Neoria. Yes, you don't do the magic thing. That's okay. But hi, Fran. Good to see you. Okay. So we see the brainstorm. We're going to draw 3 cards. Put 2 back on top of library in any order. This just got interesting and a little disappointing. Panic. Well, now I know my next 2 draws for a little while. And none of them are going to give me the white mana that I need for this. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Beaumont Courier? Man. And now I'm just starved for white mana. I made such a big mistake. I made a huge mistake keeping that hand. White mana is so crucial to this deck. Oh, man. All right. Like I even said, the thing that I'm trying to get the most is Settle the Wreckage. Guess what Settle the Wreckage needs? Not 1, but 2 white pips. Okay, on the plus side, play this, cycle this for a token, get out, birth, find a plains, do all the things. Get a wall. Play Valkmira. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be right there. What just happened? Oh, I'll be right back. I may get back to this game, I may not. You get to watch the ticker go, I guess. Okay. Made it back just in time. Wait, would that have been lethal? Because that gets one more. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not quite. 6, 7. Okay. All of a sudden, this just got really bad. Okay. You block there. You block there. I think they still got me. Close. Very close. All right. Well, that's okay, ain't it? There will be other special Magic Arena events in the future, and I will draft differently, and we'll go from there. But for now, 4 rare wildcards, man, I would have loved to have made it to the basic lands at least. But so be it. All right, y'all. I'm going to go do whatever the rest of my Saturday entails. No idea what that is yet. Be safe, stay well, take care, and talk to you later.